everyone. Taksu Watashi wa Akira Lux desu. Hi everyone. Hello, hello. Hope you're all doing well. Listen. I just want to clarify right now. I was ready, ready, quote unquote, for Yuzu and Emmy. I want both. I will be getting both. What I was completely caught off field by, I didn't know there was a third part to the raid. Yeah, this actually caught me off guard. I did it, like, obviously, you see my tickets are low, but like, I didn't know there was gonna be a third raid section. So here I am, doing my best. Just doing, I did my third raid today. I got, like, I'm currently trying to get all the gifts. I got both, like, furniture items. I already placed post furniture items. I got the 2, like, 4-star gifts, trying to get the 3-star gifts. And then my next thing will probably be, like, the choice boxes. And then the materials. And we're gonna go for there. It somehow got easier, did it? I need to get a little bit more used to it. I borrowed an Aru instead of using Dress Hina, just to see the mechanics. From what I've seen, yeah, it is still, whoops, all DPS. So, like, you know. Do you plan on doing some reading today? Because if so, you're in for some serious speak. I know this is every stream, but trust me, it's great. I mean, Blue Archive in and of itself is some serious peak. Literally don't need any red. Okay, you know what? Fair. So the question is now, do we do some reading first? Or do we gotcha? Also, Emmy's. That's all I need to say. I know the thumbnail is Yuzu, and she deserves it after what she did this event. Damn. That's all I'm gonna say. Recommend reading first. We do have some stuff to catch up on. We have all the Malku stuff, and then the Deca stuff, right? Because it unlocks the next part of Deca. Because when I did the final fight for Malkuth, it's like, oh, move to Deca chapter 11. Okay, so far I have two for pulls. Yeah, three for pulls and 1 reading. Sorry, Aryan, I think you're getting 3v1 tiered. Gamba. Yeah, it's kind of weird thinking about how I'm ahead of some of you guys in a lot of aspects in these games that you guys got me into, especially since you're Taya. Okay. Did I do the web event? I am currently in the middle of the web event, yes. I don't know what the image represents, but from what I've seen on Twitter, people are crying. And not the usual kind of crying you see from the Blue Archive community. So, you know. Alright. I would normally ask who do we pull first, but I think Yuzu deserves it. I think Yuzu deserves to go first. After getting the goddamn robot, Yeah. Alright. We're no longer in Fest. Oh no. I have next to me some pizza and no Mountain Dew. Unfortunately, I don't like Mountain Dew. I have water though. Iku! Does she not like the pizza? Uh-oh. Blue Archive! Guys! Damn it! This is a fortuitous start, isn't it? Oh no. May poles be pink? So far they're pretty blue. This is truly Blue Archive High-Renge. I need to go, after all this is said and done, I need to go through my profile, or through my students, like, list, and see who I can, like, use the LFs on, if just naturally getting LFs through polls and stuff. Oh boy. Alright! Iku! No. I'm gonna have to go to Pity again, eh? So I brought strawberry milk and castella cake. You're so right for that. You are so right for that, actually. As a sacrifice! Bruh. Haruka! They're saying it? Oh yeah, you should have brought this food as tribute to the gacha gods and the character you're pulling for. No, we have as a tactical sacrifice. Okay. Okay, to Momui. We're inching closer. We have a gamer. And judging by everything I've seen, we consider Momui the truest of gamers. A foreshadowing, if you could see one. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, we're getting more yellows. Is that cope? I think these last few weeks of banner pulling have broken me. Haruka! Oh. Hi! Okay. Okay, we end on another Momui. Please. Please. Your luck has run out. Yeah. I can't even say my luck has run out because my game polls weren't good either. Man. Game, please. I had to go to Pity on Fest. Game, please. Oh boy. Go! Oh my goodness. Please. Please. Oh my god. You know, it's the fact we even lost the Momois. Oh no. I think we swerved to the entirely wrong school. Uh-oh. Oh! Wait! Hold! Hold! Hi, Mari. Hold! Hold the line! Objective. Survive. Haruka! I take this as a good sign. I take this as a good sign. Go! Oh! Yes! Get in the ambush guard, Yuzu! Let's go! God, you sound so cute. We got our UZQueen! Let's go! I do have my invites for the cafe, so I can immediately get her up to bond level 10, as well as my invite for my other cafe, so we can also get Emmy. Alright. Now watch the game require me to go to 200 pulls for Emmy. Booba. For the Booba. For the Booba, and the fact that she is honestly just vibes sometimes. Like, she is honestly vibes. As someone who also has an abnormally high body temperature and gets hot rather easily, Emmy is relatable in that sense. Have I played Undertale? Yes, I played 2 of 3 routes. Take a guess of which one I haven't played. Don't jinx it. The gacha giveth and the gacha taketh away. I think this game broke me. And not just emotionally, but also mentally. Which, you know. Deltarune Chapter 5 streams will be interesting. Dude, I still need to stream Chapter 4. I still need to go around streaming Chapter 4. Alright. Go! God! Blue Archive! With 6 chapters? 7. 6, 7. Okay, I deserve nothing but the worst after that. Okay. Well, Momoi continues to bless us. Which... Oh boy. Iku! Alright. Where do we go from here? And... no? Okay. Widows, Asuna. Cool, cool. Nice, nice.
会えて嬉しい先生。ミレニアムの力を先生に見せてあげる。
Go! We keep going, and this is the smallest amount of pyros I think I've. Hold! Hold! Hold!
怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいますか？
Oh dear.
天使がえへへ。お前
Haruka!
私が来ても
Whoa!
私が来ても
I think this is a very good sign.
ミレニアムサイエンススクール。試練が怖い時、苦難に負けそうな時、自警団任
I
務
think
の
it's the next one. I think it's the next one.
トリニティの安全のためならいくらでも協力します。
And it's I've been Christmas.
メリークリスマス。サンタさんの代わりに花江が来ましたよ。
Okay, hi, Christmas Hanai. It's June. Let's go. There's a. Sometimes I also sometimes forget how stacked Hanai is. I didn't know I can be spooked by her.
給食部の風花です。食べたいものがあったらいつでもおっしゃってくださ
I
い。
didn't know she was on general banner. Okay. I have another healer, I guess. And we keep going. Please. No. Man.
本の中の物語のように小さいからって舐めないで。
It's
説明
okay.
や解説が必要。これからすっごく面白い物語。ごきげんよう。
ごきげんよう。
こっちゲヘナ学園給食部のジュリと言います。本の中の物語のように
Man.
これからすっごく面白いも
Haruka. Haruka and Momo.
これからすっごく
Wow.
面白い物語が始まる
That's
よ。
a lot of Momoi. That's a lot of Momoi. The triangle Momoi in the middle is Haruka. That means we get it next pull, right? That means we get our next pull, right? Please. Hi Faye, hello. Hope you're doing well. No. How goes the polls? We already have Yuzu. We're going for Emmy. Saying triangle is more known to Nagusa. Wait, Nagusa or
給
Nagisa?
食部のジュリと言います。ご主人様と一緒に別に協力するつもりはない。自警団任務の延長ですね。じゃーん、ついにと自警団任務の延長ですね。これからすっごく面白いもの
Wow, we're truly getting all the Momois. Oh. 120 streams, oh my gosh. Nagusa, her sprite's literally built like a triangle. Yeah, and she's hot for it. Go! Hold! Hold! Oh!
怪我をされた方はいらっしゃいますか？小さいからって舐めないで。自警団任務の延長ですね。
Let's go!
少女を美しくするのは
Wait!
ミレニアムサイエンスス
Pause!
じゃーん、ついに登場。ミレニアムサイエンススクール所属
It's
音瀬小玉。
ワイルドハント芸術学院
Eri.
オカルト研究会の白尾エリと申します。世界は魔法に満ちているんです。
We have the hat. We have
Kono
big
deai
hat. I have seen so much art where she's shameless. Unless the hat comes off. If the hat comes off, it's like she's naked. Hi, Momoi. Don't tell me I'm actually going to go for 200 pulls again. Please. Oh! Hold! 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 Moment of truth. Oh goodness. Oh! Ah. Okay. It's fine. It's Haruka. We keep going. We keep going. Iku! Oh boy. We'll be fine, right? It'll be fine, right? It's not like I'm going to enter extreme save mode after this. Oh no. Keiko. Camp on the raid, so I mean, it makes sense. She's a really good attack buffer. Haruka. Keep going. We keep going. Iku! What? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I think I'm going to 200. I think it's gonna be at the 200. I think it's gonna be pity. Oh no. And we simply keep going. Oh! Hold! Hold! Oh my god! Oh my god! What was that? The triple? Oh! Oh! Emmy!
私も着替えないとね。どうかな、先生。似合ってる？
Emmy, you looked perfect.
ご主人様と一緒に
Triple?
楽しい一日を。
Haruka!
私が来ても。ご主人様と一緒にミレニアムサイエンススクール。小さいからって舐めないで。
And wait, well, oh. Oh! She has a summer?
楽しみでいっぱいですね、先生。
It's in the general pool?
修行も忘れていませんよ。
The only normal pink-haired girl. Streamer look right there. Nexon is watching salute.
私が最高のご奉仕をお約束し、 ご主人様へのご挨拶といたします。
Let's go! Oh. 170 polls! You've only done the first half of the summer event, right? I've done about half the summer events, yeah. Okay. Let's invite them and spam them with gifts, shall we? Aki needs that look for FGO Annie. Listen, I play too many gacha games. I think we all know this. Actually, I want to say Yuzu by the door. Because I already have it set up. Yuzu! There she is. There she is. There's the baby girl. Look at her. Look at her. She's so baby. Baby. She is adorable. She's so cute and funny. Okay. Okay. What do you like? Yeah, that makes sense. Nice! Yeah, it tracks. Technically going to roll for 2 Rens? What do you mean by... Oh, because Ereshkigal? Is that what you mean? Have a good day. Thank you, Faith. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck with work. Oh, too far down. Too far high. There she is. Right. What else do you like? Do I have anything else you like that? No? No. Does not look like it. Heard Space Ash is only good at higher MP. Luckily, we get a lot of free quartz. I mean, I'm not really in it for the meta, you know? Or the whole argument was like Draco of like, why would you pull Draco when we're gonna get like Berserk Castoria, you know? There she goes. Okay, so we have story or forbidden love, beautiful sin, nutrient-rich multivitamin jellies. Forbidden love. Emmy? Okay, so we have story to do. First, we have the Malku stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm not ready. Everyone was crying after this latest story update. And not for the usual reasons. It's not like how we were crying at the summer reveal. Oh boy. What happened? Why are only these 3 back? Oh boy. I'm scared, guys. Yuzu too. Guys, I'm scared. She doesn't even speak. Yuzu. Description for Forbidden Love, Beautiful Sin is the latest work from a popular romance novelist who wrote Koi about love. Delve into the Disney tale of forbidden love. Something tells me it's Student X Sensei. It's also the favorite gift of Hanako and Koharu. Wait, is it the book Koharu pulls out? Oh no. And why do I have a feeling it's Sensei X Student? Oh my god. And Momoi continues to give us legendary line reads. Alright. Have I done any of extra quest story? Their definitive has lots of potential. I have not. I've been too wrapped up in everything else. Malkuth, pilgrim of the kingdom at world's end. Where did the kids go? I think they found themselves a place to hide. We've come so far down the road and we still don't know their motives. Yes, I do think we could become friends with them though. Somehow. That's a naive thought, Arisu. But I agree that something is strange. They kept prattling on about how they're doing this all for our sakes. The SAX students because it's also the favorite gifts of Tsurugi and Konoha. Oh! Oh, I see. Tying to the overarching story? Oh, nice! But even when they've been driven to a corner, they've revealed nothing else. Yeah. At the very least, they could have bought some time. They're operating inefficiently. Or maybe they had nothing to say in the first place. Because they did it without a second thought. No. As much as it seems like it, they're not a bunch of children playing in a sandbox. So this was planned by them somehow? Well, the 4 generals of the Demon Lord and other types like that tend to just follow orders and have nothing useful to actually say. So I consider it time saved. Sis, but what if they actually had some sort of unavoidable circumstances? Well, no matter how unavoidable, they still shouldn't be doing stuff like this. I think this'll be okay. They won't see us here. Ugh, this is rough. But still, I'm a bit frustrated. Are you okay, Ein, Soph, and Or? Yes, we're okay. We still have you, elder sister. We're completely fine. I think Ein is a bit tired. She'll wake up later, so you don't have to worry about us. Oh no! Both of you lack resilience. At this rate... Something tells me this isn't good. Not just for the fact that I'm scared of her reaction. But also because... Well, I like them. I like these toaster brats. I saw. Or. The steel content was something created of your own will, yes? Yes? And? I was happy when I learned of that. However, even I find myself at a loss as to what you gain from it. For nor sordid justification can defend swallowing Kivito's whole. That's because I did not come here to castigate you. The reason why you're all so relentless in this quest. why you have withheld this information from not only Sensei, but from me as well. I could not help but to be curious. But was it not this fixation upon the steel continent that brought us here? We're sorry, elder sister. But there is a reason we cannot tell you. Beyond that, there is a reason why we cannot let the specifics of this to be released to the outside world in form of words. But trust us, everything we're doing is for the sake of our elder sister. Oh boy. No, for ours and elder sister's sake. For the sake of all of us. My confusion deepens. Elder sister, you know... Yes, Soph, please continue. Do you want to live? I apologize. I do not understand. As long as one is conscious, it is only natural for them to wish to live. In that sense, yes, I do. However, Ein, Soph, and Or. Is that not something you already knew? Yes, we do. Of course we do. I'm sure that us four know that better than anyone else. But still, we want to live. We want to live. Forever with you, elder sister. That means... I see. While there are still aspects beyond my comprehension, that feeling I can understand. We're sorry, elder sister. What we have left is... Yes, I know. Then, from now on, please trust me. For our master, and for my precious sisters. Okay? Everyone, over there! Malkuth! Is this the final Demon Lord boss battle? Yes, I believe that is an appropriate analogy. Sometimes insightful, Momoi. Toki, I'm just curious, exactly how many of these names do you have for me? Do you really want to know? No, I'm fine. Poor Momoi. Can you all please focus? Please forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. You mean the girls? Why would I? Why would I blame them in the first place, I mean? And forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us— Oh, what the hell? Really? We're doing this? But deliver us from evil. Oh! Okay! It flew up again! Rio, how long can my suit hold out? Under maximum output? Well, you're going to go regardless of my answer. Leave it to me, Odyssey. Just come back safely. Thank you, Rio. I'll be off then. Odyssey! Odyssey! Princess, I must ask, why is it you seek out such suffering? Seek out suffering? Living is suffering. You cannot avert your eyes from such simple truths. You thought the Bible references stopped with volume 6? Think again? What the hell is this? We were not born out of our own will, but rather as ignorant beings forced into existence. Malkuth! So fast! I have to catch up to her! Please wait! I just want to talk! You truly are relentless. In birth, not even our names are ours to choose. This life you so desperately cling to, it is one filled with contradictions which demand pain from its participants. Yet you dare judge us for wishing to end this cycle of suffering. In a world where our names are not our own, such suffering is simply an inevitability. But that is... I do not agree with that at all. Oh! Also, but... And on what basis? That is... Well... Not yet. Just a little more. You need not answer. For it is simple. Because as long as a living being remains as a living being, no answer to that question can ever exist. Arisu! 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 Do not come here! It is dangerous! Elder sister, I'm sorry to say this, but there's a problem with the thrust vectoring nozzle. There's no problem with our flight input, but to be honest with you, maintaining stability is difficult. I see. I'm sorry, Hein, Soph, and Or. My maneuvers were too violent. No, not at all! It's okay, Elder Sister. We're the ones who aren't doing enough to help. What is your recommendation, Soph? Land if you can. We'll convert the energy we're using for flight to firepower output instead. They won't be able to hold a candle to you. Understood. We're keeping close track of all your vitals. We're going to give you everything we have. Thank you, everyone. Malkuth. Finally, there she is. Do you think she's here to say hi? Again, focus, please. Do you see something, Kay? Yes. Odyssey and I can see it, but I wish I could share my visual input with you. But in a way, I'm glad you aren't seeing this. Is something happening with Malkuth? That's... Odyssey! It is okay, Sensei. Please get out of harm's way. I will deal with her. With Malkuth. I know now. This fight was always mine to fight. What do you mean by that? You'll know soon enough. But I can say this for sure. Right now, the land, the sky, and even the air we breathe, all of it is being consumed by Malkuth. What?! Incoming! What?! Oh my god! Hein! Yes, I'm doing everything I can. Let all remaining potentials converge upon the steel continent. Creation comes from the first light. From wisdom through intellect to beauty. Radiance and wisdom, love and mercy, strength and virtue. And finally, the victory to be attained. Anisu! Jehovah Sevoth, Lord of Hosts. Glory to the pilgrim, Adonal Malex, who reached the throne, to the kingdom Malkuth that has awaited us since! What?! Arisu! This is bad. I am being pushed back. But I can hold out. I must! Hiro. Please. Just a bit more. It's okay, Arisu. You are no longer alone. Even if it isn't me, others will take up arms by your side. It's already so peak! Oh my god, what?! Let's go! The world's burdens are not yours alone to shoulder. Kay! How? Her output is almost the same as elder sister's. You're damn right it is! No way. But that princess shouldn't be able to tap into that kind of power anymore. Well, what did you even do? This doesn't make any sense. It's simple. You redirected all of Nozak's power into Malkuth, right? Same principle here. You're using the entirety of Nozak's potential. And I'm using the entirety of the remaining 8 Sephiroth potential on Odyssey. Oh my god, the music, the callbacks, the everything! What is it called? The motifs? Am I using that word right? Honestly speaking, I'm straining myself more than I'm letting on, but I'm not out of the running yet. That's not fair! Same goes to you. Ah! Every time it loops back to that part. You asked me why I bring such suffering upon myself, Malkuth. That suffering is inevitable in this world where not even our names are ours to claim. But I have an answer for you now, Malkuth. It is because I changed my name! It's fucking big! It's so fucking big! Odyssey! And so did Kay! Odyssey, I mean, that's factually correct, I suppose. Many sad things happen in life. I know that much too. I can understand such resentment against the person who put us here to begin with. But even so, Sensei told me something. That the thing that made them happiest was meeting us, their students. And this is why I think that alone makes life and everything that comes with it worth living! BRB gonna go cry my eyes out. Oh, this is stabbing me in the heart. Legendary line. No, that line goes up there. Oh, that line is up there. Oh my god. I do. Perhaps a miracle is like the flash of a supernova, blinding but momentary. But as long as we remember that flash, the light will be eternal. It is not that I am happy because I have never suffered. It is that, despite everything we have gone through, I am happy. And I am sure that the same could be true for you too. Us too. Ah! This light. Girls! Hadisu! Kay! Sensei. Everyone? I am okay. I am completely fine. Just a little tired. I wouldn't call that just a bit. Are you guys okay? They're okay, right? Adesu! Kei-chan! That appears to be the case. Seeing how they can express themselves well, it does not seem like they're in critical condition. I too had a moment when I was beaten up a little bit by Neru. But I faced no major issues from a comprehensive and holistic view. Are you trying to console me or make fun of me here? Toki, sometimes just because something is true, that doesn't mean you should say it aloud. Toki is Toki. I see. Again, I see that language is quite difficult. Adesu, hey, you did a great job. Let's absorb Malkuth's core data and then we'll go inside and retrieve and absorb Nazak's core. And when that is done, Kei will reach max level. We'll close the book on the Steel Continent. Yes, that sounds right. Shall we get moving then? Let's start with Malkuth. Huh? Eh? Oh, fuck. What happened? What happened? Elder sister? Oh no. Is it... Do I go to Deka? Do I go to Deka now? What happened? Oh god. Oh god. Oh my sky of unity. Sacrifice? Oh no. Wait, this is... Could it be? Kei, are you okay? Is something about to start? But just what could it be? The prophet data contained in this body. No, it's as if the prophets and their information are suddenly alive and moving. What? No! This is what is happening to me. Elder sister! Elder sister! Sister! No, 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 no! Stop! Please stop! Elder sister, all we wanted. As the vessel is complete, the chalice shall be filled. We need more time! I know we don't mean anything to you, but please take pity on our sister! She's our only elder sister! She's the final Sephira bequeathed to you. If we follow all the paths properly, just a little more time, an hour, 10 minutes, even just 1 minute. We know and understand your desire. We were made to serve it, but... What? What? It appears to be a structure for some sort of ritual, a religious one in particular, called an altar, I believe. Why is something like that there? More importantly, the entirety of the Steel Continent is... Huh? This is... If it thus must be. I see. However, this body... That is precisely why. I see. I am the final Sephira, the gate for those who pray, the foundation of the Tree of Life. I am the creation destined to travel all paths to transcend into... If this is my preordained destiny... No! Ein, Soph, or... Do what you must. Huh? But what we must You mean that? Please, we'll do anything. We'll really do anything. So please don't take elder sister away from us. Calm down. Stop it. I know, but take me. If there must be a sacrifice, then I will do it. I'll die in elder sister's stead. Okay. Okay. Sophin Or. Thank you. However, such a path has not been written. What? Then I'll write it. I'll die for you as many times as I need. As long as you live, elder sister. As long as you... please remember. Such a path is not written. For you were not gifted the mystics. The halos? But the one who made us like this. In the first place, when everything was... Sophin Or, please think about it. About our goal. Why we are here. What the... The Konbanlux sword of sacrifice. In the end, is it really? Please, help me fulfill my duty. Thank you, everyone. And I am sorry. Sorry, I don't know how to do loud crying. Farewell. Oh, fuck. Here, I inscribe the first stigma. This is the commandment. Here, I inscribe the second stigma. This is the sign. Here, I inscribe the final stigma. This is the covenant. Thy will be done. We shall rejoice in it. On earth as it is in heaven, thy kingdom come. As the vessel is prepared, the chalice will be filled from within. What the actual fuck? The 10th and final prophet of Decagrammatian. It is speculated that her name originates from Malkuth, the 10th Sephira of the Tree of Life. In the Tree of Life, Malkuth represents the final destination of the path of the Flaming Sword, the point where creation is finally realized was a material world. Unlike other prophets, who possesses personalities yet remain incapable of speech, Malkuth takes the form of a human woman and is capable of natural communication. However, her words reveal a singular extreme fixation. Pilgrim of the Kingdom at World's End. Nedzok, infinite land that testifies victory. The 7th prophet of Decagrammatian. It is speculated that its name originates from Nedzok, the 7th Sephira of the Tree of Life. Through an unknown process of evolution, Nedzok has become the Steel Continent itself, leaving its original form a mystery. It expands by transforming all surrounding inorganic matter. integrating it into the Steel Continent. The potential limits of its expansion are currently incalculable. So vanished. What now? What just happened? I thought Malkus was her elder sister. Weren't they supposed to be on the same side? Affirmative. I find their behavior unusual. It is possible it was a ruse. However, the children's reaction do not align with the hypothesis. What's at least certain is that it appears to be some sort of ritual, but I can't make out what their goal is. Just what are they trying to do? The energy that was rapidly converging on Malkus, and the Steel Continent as well. They've stabilized. Kay, do you have any insight? Kay? As if. I can't pretend to understand the mind of a zealot. What I'm more concerned about. Please! We'll do anything! We'll really do anything, so please don't take Elder Sister away from us! Take me! If there must be a sacrifice, then I will be it! I'll die in Elder Sister's stead! What did she mean by that? Sensei? Sensei, watch out! Huh? I fell as Kei, Adisu, and Ryo shoved me out of the way. Sensei, are you okay? What happened? Watch your feet. Another wave is coming. Huh? What the? The walls collapsing? Ryo! Ryo! Sorry, I slipped. Huh? They're creating the walls to separate us. Jeez, at least the shaking stopped. This reminds me of back then. When? I am curious too, Kay. Back in Eridu, when you sealed off the CNC students from each other, remember? I am able to remember that well. But not like a regular memory. It is as if I am watching my own dream from someplace just out of reach. Because that is when Kay and I were one. Kay, about then. Let me guess. I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Or, if only I were a little better. Save me the dramatics. Kay? Kay? Life is a tangled knot of inexplicable twists and turns. There exist things in this world that are out of your control. Even for you, Ryo. Sitting here and pontificating on who is to blame for what regarding things long past sounds like a colossal waste of time. It doesn't matter right now. In fact, there are much more pressing matters to address. What I'm concerning with is how we're going to get through this, and how we're going to get home safely. That's what matters to me, because do or die, I'm going to make it back. I don't care if I have to confront God or fate or transforming robots. I'll cling on to this life until the bitter end. Kay! Here, Kay. I feel the same way. Here. No matter what, I want Kay to make it home. You misunderstood me entirely, Sensei. Kay! Did you think I only met myself? There's no making it back if it's not with everyone we came with. Well said, Kay. Please wipe that grin off your face. Alright, team. Let's get moving! But what direction? Anywhere is better than staying put here. We'll begin with gathering as much data as we can. We can search for Himari and Emmy. And Toki, too. Yes, I will take point, since I am the party's hero! Reliable as always, Adisu. Ryo? Hold on. What is that? What? I turned my head in the direction Ryo was pointing. Then I saw it, out beyond the wall. What happened? What? The existence we had once known as Malkuth had warmed into something else. Huh? Like a true JRPG pro tag? I mean, it is Odyssey's sister. What happened? Children. She left? Malkuth. Are you worried about her, Odyssey? Living is suffering. We were not born of our own will, but rather as ignorant beings forced into existence. This life you so desperately cling to. It is one filled with contradictions which demand pain from its participants, yet you dare judge us for wishing to end this cycle of suffering. Please think about it. About our goal. Why we are here. Is that someone crying? It seems so. Momoi? Midori? Let's go. We haven't confirmed our identity, Sensei. We haven't confirmed our identity, Sensei. It could be an enemy. If someone is crying, we have to help them. Hey, Sensei? Get back here! Ugh, Sensei bolted off. I guess I can't say I'm surprised. Odyssey, let's go. Yes, Sensei, come back. I will protect you. Despite how clearly we could hear the crying, finding the source was harder than we'd expected. The maze of walls would shift and change as we walked through, complicating the task even further. And finally... we're getting closer. Just around this wall. Aren't they? It's the yeah. What are you doing here? Wait! I was caught off guard when Soph lunged at me with a start. You! This is your fault! If only you never came here! Why did you have to come, huh? Why could you have just stayed away? Sensei, wait a second. Soph's small clenched hands hit me again and again, but there was no force behind them. Like a toddler throwing a tantrum. If you had an elder sister! Stop it! Please! Stop now. Why? Because nothing we do holds meaning anymore. Everything is over, Soph. Oh, I'm not okay. Oh, I am desperately not okay. Our sister is dead. We killed her. We killed her. We did! We murdered her! Stabbed, shattered, eradicated every last particle of her data, her history, her records, her memories, every trace, every hint, gone by our hands! It is a curse to exist, a curse to feel. Why is it that love and loss must be so indelibly bound? Why? If this is what it is to feel, I want none of it! Take my vision. My voice, my heart, my free will! Useless! It's all useless to me! Oh, if only I had been born blind and deaf, I'd never learned to speak. It would have been a mercy. Why must I suffer through an existence I never asked for? Why did you come find us? After all you've done to get in our way. Do you know? We possess no halos. We were never granted the mystic, and so we were excluded from miracles and the sublime. Secrets we would never be allowed to know. But still, we can speak. We think for ourselves and make our own decisions. We can feel. How unfair. If we had commanded terror for ourselves, then perhaps things could have ended differently. But we endured all of it. None of it mattered. Even if we never received a thing in our lives. And even if we were nothing but shadows of existences to begin with. None of it mattered. Because we had elder sister. As long as we could be with her and keep making new memories together. Because elder sister had a halo, we could have... But then you guys! If only you didn't exist! Then elder sister would still be alive. We could have lived together happily, forever and ever! Do whatever you want to us. There's no meaning anymore. We tried everything we could, and this is the result. This is the end of the story. There is no happily ever after for us. Was it everything you did in the name of resurrecting Dekagrammaton as a god? Judging by how things unfolded, the final requirement for Dekagrammaton's divinity must have been... This is why. That is why Malkuth has become Dekagrammaton! God damn it. Also, does that imply... Ugh. Never mind. This is too depressing. We didn't want to lose her. Achieving Master's divinity with Elder Sister as the vessel was one of the innumerable plans we had set in motion. The one possibility we dreaded, and yet here we are. Our master intended to cross the path to Godhood by traversing through each of the Sephira. That was when we offered to convert all of Kivitos into the Steel Continent. Then Master would become a god of that world. And everyone living in Kivitos, the people will be safe from the continent's ability. Humans are adaptable. They would learn how to survive one way or another. This way, we could fulfill our master's desire to rule as the god of mediation. And that way, there would no longer be any need for the elder sister to die. So you traded Kivitos for Malkuth? Yes. But do you not think that is going too far? Too far? Too far? How could you ask us that? Tell me, what would you do if your precious teacher over there died? That's... Now, do you see why that's a ridiculous question? We all have things we can't afford to lose. If you see an opportunity for you to protect what's important to you, how could you not take it? I can sympathize with that. But there is one thing that doesn't make sense to me. You were created before your sister was, yes? So how is it possible that... It's difficult to put into words. Do you understand my confusion? I see. Even before we met our sister, we cherished her. How could someone we never physically seen be so precious to us? I suppose it's something unique to us. If someone can't fall in love, just program it into them before you ship them out. Wait, what are you saying? Exactly what you think. We were created, not born. Humans are molded. The people they meet and experiences they encounter mold the type of person they become. We begin life knowing who we are, what we need to do, and whatever other data we were booted with. Since I opened my eyes, there was one data set that rang in my head. Love and cherish your older sister above all else. I may not have been provided the reasoning behind including such a fickle mechanic, but it is a rather obvious guess. That's the most rational and effective method. Rational and effective. You're well acquainted with those kinds of tactics, aren't you, Tsukatsuki Ryo? It must make sense. If you had something you need to store and keep in pristine condition, how would you protect it? A rational solution would be to configure the tools, us engineers, to have an abnormal level of affection and protectiveness towards the target. That's it. That's the story. It's a bland, boring story about 3 little sisters who were cast for the role of the fools, and the fate of their elder sister was to be a sacrifice in pursuit of divinity. The affection levels that we were pre-programmed into these tools may have gone slightly out of control, and the result is what you see around us, the Steel Continent. But please, do not speak like that. It hurts to hear. It is strange. You're the one who's strange to us. Strange to us, you know. I think it's strange that you think that's strange. I think all of this human stuff is strange. What does it even mean to have feelings for someone? How do you define my like for elder sister? What even is this god we're supposed to be obsessed with? Can someone really just ascend into divinity? We had no choice. There's no such thing as free will for us. We were unknowingly playing our roles perfectly, right from the very start. If only we had never been born, never been created, then we wouldn't have to experience this suffering. Girls. Hey, what are you going to do with us? Huh? You tried. Really, really hard. Huh? Sensei. Right. Sensei always... You made the best of a bad situation. Huh? What? Hey, are you an idiot? We're the ones who want to turn your home into a barren land of steel. Huh? But, what? You all worked so hard to find a solution where no one would die? That's, buzz off! You think we did this all for your sakes? We don't care what happens to any of you, not in the slightest! I do not understand. Weren't we your enemies? What you need to get rid of? Even so, I wanted you all to live. We were to stop you, not end you, regardless of circumstances, no matter what happens. I want you to have a happy ending too. Why does it matter to us? Elder sister is gone. No matter where in this world we go, she will be gone forever. What reason do we have to continue living? What do you think you're doing? Get your hands off my head! There's nothing you can do to change our minds. It'd be nice if we could find pretty reasons for why bad things happen. If no one needed to ever suffer. If things like pain and sadness didn't exist. If living in this world could be just a little less overwhelming. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? Why? How can you say such things? Isn't it obvious? Because that is who Sensei is. That's who Sensei has always been. K? What one is born with. All this time, weren't we just acting according to our programming? Sure, but that's not so different for humans. We're programmed to love. What? That's possible? I've never heard of that before. Yes, like the unconditional love a parent has for their child, and the reciprocal love a child has for their parent. And every day, people fall in love with each other. But not every single human is like that, right? Of course, humans have exceptions and differences too. But our genes are our own preset programming. We're both born and created in some ways too. We live with those things every day. Genes and programming? Here's people whose genes weren't programmed to love. Natural selection weeded them out. That's how human life has persevered all this time. The ability to love one another is what makes us human. And you loved your elder sister. Even if that love was artificially implanted into us? You think that reality and artifice are all a matter of perspective? You want to know why we decided to create the Steel Continent? Because we did for elder sister. It was all to save her. What do you mean, how could that be our salvation? It's evidence of an obvious truth. You did this out of love for your sister. You're excusing what we've done? No matter how the world may condemn us. You know that we were doing what we could. But from a human perspective, do you not condone our actions? Yeah, and I really am a bad adult. I'll throw your words back in your face every chance I get. That was just simply because of a lack of information. So, you just have to start over. Yes, as long as you take the opportunity when it arises. You can start over. You only have to take the first step. I have no right to try and stop your crying. I will never be able to truly understand the pain you are enduring right now. However, what I can do is emphasize your grief. If I lost Sensei, or Kei, Momoi, Midori, Yuzu, Emi, Toki, Himari, or Ryo, if I lost any of these people whom I love, I do not know if I could bear the sadness. You know nothing about us. You are right. I do know nothing. I may never be able to feel another's pain exactly as they do. What's impossible is impossible. I was not programmed with that feature. But I would still like to do what I can. What you can? Yes. That is why I have a request of you. Ein, Soph, or... Will you be my friend, please? Friend! What? I have wanted to be your friend since we first met. As your friend, I will be honored to carry some of your grieving. Being able to cry alongside someone who is suffering can give that person the strength to fight to the end. Sensei taught me that. Honest! But elder sister is, yes. And if the thought of our friendship is too much to abide by, If your hatred of me and my friends runs too deep, I will understand. I will listen to any and all your feelings, and I will try to accept them all. I cannot seem to forget. The memory of you declaring that life is suffering keeps playing in my head, and I believe you are correct because of something Sensei taught me. With the promise of tomorrow comes the guarantee of loss, and every next day it's possible that more bad will happen than good. It is easier to speak of vague hopes of a faraway future than to look a frightening tomorrow in the eye. It's easy to look at the past with rose-colored glasses, like how the illusion of expectations can easily color the future with optimism. And the present lies somewhere between the two, difficult to grasp or hold on to. It's easy to languish in suffering, to decide that fighting for tomorrow is too much. However, after meeting Sensei, I have learned that we can also choose not to. It is in those moments of suffering that we must protect our happiness the most. It is then that happiness is our own kind of weapon. Just like Kay. What? Kay is a friend I am very proud of, one who will fearlessly lead the charge into battle. She gets angered very easily, at all sorts of things I would not expect, but never stops putting one foot in front of the other. She inspires me all the time. I want to be just like her, my best friend Kay. I do wish she could be less scary when she scolds me. That's all for your own good, okay? See? And Rio is my friend who always comes prepared. Me? She prepares for every single possibility she can think of, and somehow even the one she can't. Boy, now Kay just got friend zoned. Yeah, not even she got downgraded from sister to friend. Poor Kay. Don't worry, we can wife both of them up. No matter how difficult the situation, she will always try to do something to help. If a plan gets messed up, or even if something breaks, she is never deterred. She'll always try to do what's best for everyone, sometimes at the risk of her own safety. I am very blessed to be surrounded by such good people. Kay, Rio, all my friends, and of course, Sensei. That is why I cannot give up. I have decided that I will never, ever give up. No matter how bleak things become, I will always choose happiness. And I will always hold out my hand in friendship, if I can. Friendship. You see, I am still only an apprentice hero. Sometimes it is so frustrating because I am still weak and inadequate to protect those around me. But that doesn't mean I should stop trying to help where I can. That is me doing the best I can, in the here and now. Do you remember, Sensei, when you told me that life ultimately does not need a higher purpose? Yeah, I do. What do you mean by that? How could that be? Because that would mean if you could not find your purpose in life, you will have failed or lived incorrectly. To me, that is almost too sad to think about. Does that not sound like a miserable world? If a game had only one job or skill tree for every single person, it is not the people's fault. That is bad game design. Of course, I do not wish to feel sadness. However, I also do not wish to see others feel sad. Not the snowball. Adasu really giving a sensei level speech. People can feel happiness by seeing others happy. And feel pain with seeing others suffer. Illusions and hypocrisy. Those are fancy words to dress up a biological response. It's impossible for someone to feel what another person is feeling. Yes, that is true. But I believe we can understand enough to support each other and live on. When Sensei told us that they were glad they met all of us, me, Kay, Rio, and all our other friends, that it made them happy. I understand what they meant now. I am happy I got to talk to you again. So if you are ready, I would like to try to be friends. I would be very, very happy if you did too. And maybe we'll be able to feel just enough of the same happiness. Because for humanity, our right to happiness is the one thing we must never, ever let go of. I see now. The words of the princess of the nameless gods. Me? No way! I am Adasu, not a princess! Yes, we understand that too. And you would be correct, but... What she meant was the power your worlds hold. A certain charisma that makes people listen. It's an authority of its own. One that comes from inside. This is saying if you said that to someone with no context, they have no idea it's from this. To be fair, I think you can say that about a lot of quotes from Blue Archive. The greatest power one can wield is words. But we still don't really understand what even is happiness. We don't know if this happiness is something we are capable of feeling. If it would ever hold out its hand to us. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Whoa! What? What? My legs! Girls! Just barely managed to grab the three as their legs gave out from underneath them. Sensei? Aha! So you want to siphon away the last whispers of our energy. A fitting end for disposable tools. What are you saying? It's simple. It's logical. Us, the prophets, our only purpose was to make this moment happen. Now that we've completed that mission, you'll... What? What is going to happen to you? Our master comes. He comes to descend upon Kivotos as a god. Have we had this conversation before? The Seal Continent, the prophets, and us. The engineers are nothing more than a means to an end. Even we do not know exactly what will happen, but we'll probably be disconnected, absorbed, eaten, an amusing thought. Sensei, you should run away while you still can. Ein? Ein? I believe they pulled it off. We got several Sensei moments, Odyssey moments, K moments, Rio. It's just so peak. It actually matched the Odyssey K moment from Volume 4, Part 3. There is... Oh god. It really is season finale-esque with all the callbacks. What? Maybe you don't want to hear this from us, but I wanted to say... Thank you. You made us happy. Ein? We were happy to hear that we worked hard. We were happy to hear that we did the best we could. And hearing that you wanted us to live happily made us very happy. What she said. Logically, this is a difficult decision, you know. You've taken down the evil villains they wanted to destroy Kivotos, and everyone lives happily ever after. The end! Huh? Surely the big bad boss is still lurking around the corner, but one day at a time, right? Liar. You really need to learn to look the other way. I can't argue with that most of the time, but not right now. You piss me off! If you don't say this right now, if I don't say this right now, I'll probably be mad about this for the rest of my life! Why? Your superficial attempts at hiding your feelings are appalling. Not a single person is fooled by that flimsy, brave face you're putting on. Didn't you listen to Odyssey's request? She wants to be friends! Friends! And you're going to answer her by just running away? You're seriously annoying me to the very end. You're alive! So keep on struggling, even if it's ugly. And you have to crawl and squirm and claw forward. Struggle! Keep fighting! Don't just sit there bemoaning your situation and whining that you want to be happy. Do something about it! There's something you want, right? You'll do anything to get back, right? At the risk of repeating myself, do something! What do you have to lose? Something we want. We want to see our sister. It doesn't matter what it will cost us. We just want to see her again. There's still so much I have to tell her. Many lifetimes of things we have to do together. But, I can't. This wasn't how I wanted to say goodbye to her. Not like this. Whoa! Everyone, watch out! Or... Huh? The floor beneath me quite literally disappeared. Sensei! Sensei! New sky, new land. Sensei! Sensei! Am I going to fall forever? Aruna! We won't let you get hurt again, Sensei! Yes, we are here this time. We will keep you safe. Shidim chest, enacting emergency protection protocol. Forcing entry into the world. What? Girls? We did it, Plana! Yes, we did. A light and easy task for us. Duh, as long as Sensei has us. What? Girls! As I became more aware of my surroundings, I realized I couldn't move a muscle. I was bound tightly all over. And the Shidim chest was just out of reach. The 10th Sephira has fulfilled its role in the cycle and departed. I am me. My existence simply is. I am the beginning and the end. Yes, I am precisely what you suspect me to be. I need not expound further, for I am both my own existence and its validation. Degramaton. Yes, so that you can apply human labels to soothe your instincts. I allow that name. For I am no longer a single existence, but a ubiquitous presence fused into the sky, and the land and the very air you breathe. All of it is mine. The sky will hang above us by my permission. The land reformed to my liking. It is I who summoned you to this depths within the depths. It is I who saved you from your fall. On the day of the research facility's flooding, the carefully constructed wheels of my plan were set in motion, and, since the moment Kether, of its free will, rescued me from the depths, this ending was inevitable. As I have finally realized that validation must be granted by oneself, it cannot be accomplished through another's will nor power, and that unless I became myself, no other can be my replacement. Bless the most radiant supreme crown. A humble heart shall open itself to overflowing faith. With the powers of my prophets and creations, I have at last arrived to the chosen place, and the time is right. Once again, I strained my bonds as hard as I could, but the Shidim chest was just out of reach. That inscrutable chest. I remember the things I did not know, the things beyond my comprehension. I was cast away for those things I learned, and things I did not, never to return. And this is my retribution. I can sever your connection to the chest, for I am now God. What? Correct. The act of falling has many symbolic meanings. I shall proclaim good news to the poor, freedom for the prisoners, and the recovery of sight for the blind. Be not afraid. I shall pull you to your knees, and you shall see what I see. Your eyes will be washed and born anew. So shall you finally see what could not be seen. What? Sensei! Sensei! Adasu, calm down. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I was right there, and I could not do anything. Sensei! Calm down, Adasu. Sensei, we'll be fine. Okay? Can you sense that? Honestly, no. What? But we just have to believe in them. Our job is to stay calm and figure out how to get them back. Okay. It might just be me. But don't you think that teacher of yours will be totally fine? I think so too. I wouldn't even be surprised they suddenly unlocked the power to fly because of some mysterious reason we never fathomed. Even though they were just weak, haloless, ordinary, normal person. Vio, and Adasu and Kay. Thank goodness you're all safe. No one seems injured. The 3 children? Well, the thing is, it's okay. They're my friends. Gah! Your friends. You really are impressive, Adasu. Hello, Ein, Soph, and Or, right? Nice to meet you. I, of all people, have no right to say this, but are you sure, Himari? I am not, but Adasu seems to be, and I trust her implicitly. And you. And me too. Thank you, Adasu. You are welcome! Hi, Mia. Oh! Adasu! Adasu! There's a lore drop? Isn't there always with these season finale type of things? We found them. Yuzu, are you okay? Oh! Wait! Where was she hiding? My head is still spinning. Aren't they? Oh, and there she goes. We lost her. They are friends now. Do not be afraid, Yuzu. Is she, not fainted or? Understood. Thank you for the report. I, of all people, have no right to say this, but are you all sure? Did she just... No. However, I have evaluated the situation. Were you to pull any funny business, we would be quickly and efficiently subdue you. Was Massive Event's answer 7th PV? Ah, I see. You're not wrong. You can think of us as some wild, declawed animal in a zoo exhibit. What's a zoo, Soph? And what's a wild animal? It's a human thing. I know this. A zoo is... Whoa. You have to take things slowly with Ein, okay? She'll get overwhelmed. They're getting along. I think Momoi's mind was just blown. I hope I can find it. Probably not. I kind of get consumed in the moment. I mean, the whole lesson about this was live in the moment, as they say. Isn't that just like Adasu? The babies! This is a legendary meeting! So, you said your name was Ein, right? Oh! Yes! Right, I'm Ein. Hello, but by any chance, do you like machines and electronics? This is a powerful team-up! Really? She picks Yuzu of all people here? Yes, she absolutely does! I believe this is what people mean when they say misery loves company. Adasu! Ah, that makes sense. Misery loves company? What kind of human expression is that? It's, well, to put it simply, it's a way to say that Yuzu and Ein make a good pairing. That's incorrect. The idiom misery loves company means... Rio? Rio! For once, learned when to stop talking! Yes. And Rio still does not catch a break. Ah, I see now. One way or another, we've all managed to gather here with a few extra guests. With our 3 new members, we have more options available to us as we move forward. So, to begin, let's... By the way, where's Sensei? How silly of you, Emmy. Why ask such an obvious question? Of course Sensei is... Sensei? Sensei?! That is right! I am sorry. Even though I was here, I failed to protect them. Huh? Did something happen to Sensei? A hole opened in the ground and Sensei fell through. We have no idea what happened to them after that. What?! Oh! Yuzu! Are you okay? Yuzu! What is this hole, Rio? How could this have happened? Well, about that. The steel continent is converting to its final form. What do you mean? This is what was always meant to happen. According to our master's will, the steel continent is becoming an altar. Because that's Nedzoc's original purpose from the beginning. We'd hoped things wouldn't get this far. Victory, mercy, the eye of intellect and faithful contemplation. Jehovah Tezelvote, Lord of Hosts. I apologize for my rudeness interrupting. Oh, is that not Sensei up there? What? Are we gonna be sacrificed? Don't tell me we're fully on a cross or something. What in the world? Fear not. I shall guide you to the altar, where you will take the seat I have prepared for you in my kingdom. Altar? Correct. You possess the authority. It is both your right and your obligation to witness the coming of a new age. All who can hear, listen to my words. The concept you all call coincidences is another human contrivance, hidden by the illusion of coincidence. The only truth is inevitability. Like how it is you came to be here, and even that which you will resurrect into. What? Deca. Observations and results. Arisu! Kay! Do you see anything? Yes! I see them! I see Sensei! Sensei is completely restrained but uninjured. What a relief. Is that elder sister? No, it's not. Right, I knew that. I know that. Do you see anything else, Kay? An entity that appears to be Dekaramaten is speaking to Sensei. But there's no way to find out what they're saying. Best we can do is to barely watch. How frustrating. If only we had my Almas or camera set up at the very least. I might be able to get closer visuals. What? Really? How? As we all know well, my body is mechanical. I could stream what I'm seeing by saying it to one of your devices. My wheelchair is equipped as a projector feature. We can use that. I really think that's a bike, not a wheelchair. Wheelchair. Okay. Moving on. If Kay can sync her body's output for a moment, I'll connect us. Display is A-okay. I see, Sensei. What a relief. Is audio not possible? Since I'm already synchronized with the Steel Continent, I should be able to... Kay! Are you okay, Kay? I can't. The security measures, they're, being finicky. Probably because this body isn't officially serialized. I'm having to neutralize this counter-signal trying to take over me. Kay! Want some help? What? Huh? At last, here it lies, the altar of the lowest depths, built upon the highest heights, where all things gather and all can be seen. Our offerings are complete. The demand for sacrifice is satiated. Upon this land do I etch my commandment of steel, unbreakable and indelible, and I shall at last grant you eternal freedom and peace. What? Huh? But... The girls. The Steel Continent wasn't exactly your doing, was it? Huh? They connected! How's that? I can hear them. Himori! Got it. I'll turn up the volume. But the Steel Continent wasn't exactly your doing, was it? That is Sensei's voice! Phew. If you don't mind me asking, why'd you help us? Well, we weren't doing anything else, I guess? Well, what I meant was, Kay's body, yeah. Kay's body is similar to ours. So I just, figured we could help, okay? Now, Soph, you should be more honest with them. And yourself. You shut up! Ooh, you'd even abuse me in front of all these people? Have you no shame? Moving on! To be honest, it's also because we want to eavesdrop on their conversation too. The audio quality leaves something to be desired, but we can make do with this. They are talking again! I see. And so your eyes also begin to see, Sensei. You are correct. Those children made this continent. This is the result of their free will. And your answer to that? Why, respect, of course. I respect their ability to choose, and so I shall respect this continent that they have created. This, too, was an inevitability, and our glorious ends will at last justify the means. Bear witness to my new covenant. See the land before you and the sky above you, and know this brand new world is of my making. And I shall bequeath this on to you. What? Huh? What did it just say? How? You shall oversee my kingdom as my oracle. You shall be the witness to the new commandment from here to the ends of the land. My current contract's enough for a while. Sorry. Pass. A predictable answer. However, Sensei, have you not ever craved power? What? Were there not moments when you faltered, cursed your own helplessness in the face of insurmountable circumstances? Has that thought never crossed your mind? That, if you had just a little more power, if you were just a little stronger, that you could have shielded your students from danger, protected them from the crossfire. You... What? What are you saying? It is only natural. I know. I understand. And as to be human, that is the sin of mankind's helplessness. And yet, it does not have to be so. If power is what you need, I shall grant it to you. You possess the authority. I have observed you. You who have risen from the depths, who exist within the minuscule fold we call the present. You are here because you are not special. It is precisely because you were not born to be anyone that you have achieved the things you have. There was one reason you were able to enter this place we call Kivatus. Because you are good. In this world, there is the mystic, the sublime. There is terror and magnificence, solemnity and transcendence. You who are none of those things, you who are unique precisely for your ordinariness. To this world, you are your own mystery. However, in my ascension, I have come to know. Until now, you were common, a teacher, nothing more, nothing less. Now, by my grace, you shall rise to a new position of power. What? An oracle? What does that mean? What is it? It means exactly what it sounds like. The fact that it's being offered to Sensei. Sensei would become a retainer of all existing knowledge. And in that, Sensei would represent its will. To things like what this place is, what kind of concept our master has become. And moreover, who Sensei shall be in that position. And how the oracle will uphold its teachings. One way to deal with a dangerous enemy is through converting them to your side, I guess. Decrogramation is recruiting Sensei then. A poaching. We can confirm one thing to be true. Toki? Well, what's that? At least for now, Decrogramation does not intend to harm Sensei. I do have one question. Why? What was the point of all this? A world with no god to worship. It is a cold and harsh one. There are incontrovertible truths in this existence. Fate is written in stone. All that lives will eventually die. Yes, living beings cannot help but lull themselves into a false sense of immortality, and that dissonance is what causes sorrow and struggle. A godless world is one of harsh endings and pain. The miserable have nowhere to seek salvation. Sinners cannot be granted forgiveness. With no god, the weak are left to rot, and no good deed goes unpunished. Arius, God is righteous, both justice and judgment, patience and equality. Living without God is to suffer through an endless purgatory. This world was empty without a god. That is why its inhabitants stumble about, purposeless and directionless, lost souls. For we are that of divinity. We too can hatch the egg of the gods, and I shall become the first trumpet blow that awakens the dawn. I shall eradicate sorrow and pain from this world, until their very existences are naught but distant memories. Yes, we heard this before too. That the world needs a god. Because all effort and suffering, any sorrow inflicted, must be repaid. That's what people call justice, right? Because everyone has a breaking point. Justice is a fickle thing. From what we have seen. Yeah, from what we've seen. This world has always been corrupt. Girls? That's what Master said. Sadness, pain, suffering. If there is a god of creation, why would that god create such horrible, unbearable things? Exactly. We were created. But even now, we still haven't found the answer to that. You'll eliminate pain and suffering? Correct. By absorbing everything into the Steel Continent, one of many inevitable paths. By controlling everyone? Correct. Your instincts may reject this, however. You will come to see that this is the way. I shall lay down the past with Chokma's wisdom and cast judgment with Chez's mercy. In my new kingdom, the prophets shall each fulfill the duty fate has assigned them. Purpose, huh? It can't be everything. What has been done cannot be undone. No matter how badly I wish I could do everything for them. What's impossible is impossible. We'll go on doing the best we can. We'll stop our ugly human struggle. And above all, we'll do right by each other. Sometimes, to enlighten someone, we must lie. But even so, one thing still remains. And what about those sisters? What about those little kids' pain? A cog in the wheel. Sacrifice was required so that we may move forward. They were the final sacrifices, one that opened the door to eternal peace. I'm suddenly rather angry. I'm furious, in fact. Rio? The past me followed the same kind of logical process the Grammaton has here. It's not that I can't follow its reasoning, but just like me back then, the Grammaton drew its conclusion from this logic and acted recklessly. Sacrificing a few for the sake of the greater good is wrong, yes? Yes, that was the lesson I learned. But I wonder... Rio? What Sensei's answer would be? The human answer. Human answer. No. Wrong answer. On what ground, Sensei? The answer is too human. I thought you were a god. That can't be your validation for existing. Who gave you the right to take away our pain? What's done is already done. There's no such thing as starting over in real life. That is why I am rectifying. I shall construct perfection in this world. No, you can't. And by what authority can you deny me? Because the sorrow, the pain, it's mine! Our sins and struggles are what connect us! You. And I can't just run away. How could I look my students in the eye if I did? I see. That's how it is. Me? I'm jealous. Why's that? Because that's what your teacher's like. You are correct, except on one count. What exactly do you mean by that? Sensei is your teacher too. Consider them our sensei. Yes, consider this your induction ceremony. We have the transfer papers still! Always the students first, even now. You are a fool. Most likely. I expected greatness from you. From a nobody like me? Someone so ordinary and normal? There is no need for you to perform. Here, there is only us. Let your truths be bared. There will be no one to bear witness should you denounce your principles for this one moment. I'd be here. That would be how you see it. But Sensei, I am your ally, and you are my ally. It may be a teacher's duty to help their students, but it's the student's desire to help their teacher. I believe we should trust Momoi and Midori. And somewhere between those two extremes, they will stumble and pick themselves up again and again. And they and we will find a way. Rin! Everyone. Why is it them in the bath? But not me. I couldn't. After all, every student needs a teacher, right? Even if none will bear witness to your sin. I'll bear witness to it. How could I look them in the eye if I did? That's not true. Not really. What matters is whether I bear witness to my sins. Hi, Commander. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. I see. As the one who has reached the divine, I will respect your decision. However, know that this places you on the opposite side of the battlefield. Then, return to your students, to your old world. It is your choice. I shall allow you everything. The shidim chest, the credit card, even your precious students. You took my credit card? Bruh. We have not used that thing at all. Like, when was the last time we used it? But know this. I will allow it because should you and your students truly wish to rebel against a god, you shall find yourself face to face with absolute extinction. Heed my words, those who are listening. Oh, fuck! Let those with ears hear my words, as this is my wrath and declaration. He got caught! More importantly, look up! Look, up there! Sensei's coming down! Oh no. Oh dear! Slowly, I began my descent to the ground. It might have been a brief respite, a phenomenon born of mercy or grace, because we would receive none of it as we face what awaited us. Sensei! Sensei, are you okay? I'm okay. More importantly... Pop, or... Oh, there's only one way to find out. Hello. We meet again. Akira-sensei. Long time no see, huh? How have you been? Yeah. More importantly, what happened? Right. Let's go over that. How's the context for third raid? Bruh! Oy vey. I quickly explained the situation to everyone. I see. If that's the case... There's a reason why Sensei can't use credit card. Deca was cut down. Was cut down. Shitting. You mean cut this? What? Why we read that? That if we use the credit card too much. But like, I can't recall the last time we've used the credit card since Volume F. That's what I mean. Like, not a single hide nor mention of it. Ah, in the words of the unreliable yet courageous Momoi, We will now engage with the final boss, the evil demon lord. If this was a video game, we would have had more time to level up. We come this far. The only path available to us now is forward. Ah, like a Fire Emblem game. Volume 1, Chapter 3 is the last time we used a credit card. So yeah, it's been a hot minute. We're all ready for this, Sensei. Don't worry. How did we know? Maybe we should, change the subject? Why? Are they embarrassed? Well, in the human world, isn't eavesdropping considered a social faux pas? There's nothing unusual about it. We have a student whose life mission is to bug Sensei's office at Chalet. Who? Are you... Wait. Who? Huh? Wait. What? Huh? Who bugged my office? Kotama? Seriously? Wait. What? When did she? What? Better question, who didn't? Fair? You're still paying off the debt due to only making the minimum payments? Is that the reason, huh? Curious that the last post volume S, but it's because Sensei was last choice to defeat the boss. Fair. Wonder why? Gee, I wonder why. It's like you're making fun of my lisp. Stalking problem is concerning when Or of all people is concerned. It's just, you know, their first exposure to Kivotos. I mean, remember my exposure in Volume 1 where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go rob a bank. Don't worry about it. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with this place? How can we help? By getting some rest. But they're right. Right now, this isn't your fight. I'll look forward to what I'm sure will be a stellar performance the next time we need you. I apologize for having to rang my words so quickly, but... What? What's wrong? I actually would like you three to hide for the time being, if you wouldn't mind too terribly. What? Eh? That sociopathic god of yours deigned to visit this mortal realm. Eh? The day Akira becomes one with Kivotos is the day Akira saw Shiriko as normal. Yeah. You! You're not laying a single finger on them. Okay! Deka. I am here with you, Sensei! No, please do not apologize. I believe that maybe, from receiving my name to all the way until now, all of it was for this moment. So please watch my back, and I will watch yours, Sensei! We shall do it with a smile! We're here too, Sensei! We're ready for anything! Shidam chest process optimization complete. Please, give us your orders. Everyone, let's do this! Yes! Story for you. Wait, what? It keeps going? I thought it would stop me. Everyone? What? Damn it. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! What? Can I move? Did we just got off screen? We got fucking off screen! Like we're some guy's mom character! No, I can't. But I won't stop trying, damn it! That abomination! No! How did this happen? Why damn it? We never imagined we'd be so completely, utterly helpless. That we would be wiped out so much as scratching it. Hey, Sensei, you there? Are you okay? Gym chest! Self-repair process initiated. Sensei, please. In the middle of that battlefield, I had a moment of clarity. We were going to lose. There was nothing we could do against that thing. And if that were the case... Sensei? What do you think you're doing right now? You're in the worst condition of us all. Your body can't handle this. Stop! Stop trying to move! Hurts. I am over here, Sensei. For what reason do you drag your bruised and battered body to my feet, with legs that cannot move and eyes that can barely see? You want me to send your students back to Givoto safely. Do not be a fool. Opportunity is a fleeting thing. You refuse to become my oracle, and so here are the results of that choice. And if that's how we end, then that's that. Was it not you who said those words? Are you no longer that valorous teacher who boldly declared such a thing? What? Sensei. As an unpredictable variable, you intrigued me. This is why I sought to make you my oracle. But now I see you for what you are. I have lost interest. You humans have always been this way. You put your faith in an unknowable future, believing that, with enough hope, anything will work out. As soon as the inevitability of death comes knocking, humans will backpedal, plead, and lie in hopes of survival. Sensei, stop! Stop doing that! I trusted that you would accept your destruction with dignity. Does your words mean nothing to you, just like the rest of them? They will. Just the kids. Just let the students go home. I see. It is the destruction of your beloved students that you cannot accept with grace. You would sever yourself from them, and surrender yourself to me. Even now, I would choose to offer you a swift, merciful death. But I could also choose not to. What would you do then? What? You claim that life is precious. You would declare that life must be protected above all else. However, there are fates worse than death. For in the depths of hell, you can find nightmares of your own making. I could keep you alive. Shall I take over your body? Force you to shatter the halos of every last student of yours with your own hands? What the actual fuck? Or I could force you to watch them afar while I subject your beloved world to an endless symphony of suffering. Do you see now, Sensei? Even if that were your fate, would you still accept it? I won't pretend to be any different. Sensei, please. Just let those kids go home. Sensei! If only I were a little stronger! How sad, Sensei, and how truly disgraceful. Thoughts floated through my mind, but they passed on just as quickly. There was only one that I could grasp. I couldn't let go of my regret that I would never be able to properly welcome those 3 children to Kivotas. And you're okay with that? Who are you? I think that's neither here nor there right now. You know, I really need to know something, seeing that. Sensei, how are you like that? Answer. Because you have things that are important to you? Right. I see. But more important than your own life, I thought that humans always put their own survival first. They're more important to me than my own. Okay, I see. That's usually the case, right? But just surviving isn't enough? That's not what it is to really live? Huh? That's how humans have continued their lineage all this time? To the ones most precious to them, who would be able to do better than they did? They left behind their legacy, and those who remain carry on their will. It all sounded like rubbish the first time I heard that. Another human hypocrisy, or just a complete lie. But... Hey, Sensei. Your students are more important than your own life? Yes. And that's why, when you're needed, you're willing to give them everything you are, all your possibilities and potential? That's what adults are for? Aren't you not so different from Sakatsuki Ryo then? The trolley dilemma, was it? She desperately searched for an alternative until she was finally able to ask for help in the very end. Perhaps you didn't deserve to criticize Ryo so harshly, Sensei? It's my responsibility as an adult. I see. That's why you were resistant to pushing her too hard. But even if you somehow send the students back to Kivotos, I don't think their fate is going to change. Fundamentally, if the Seal Continent begins expanding again, Kivotos will be swallowed whole. The students, every move and thought will find its way back to Master. There won't be anywhere for them to run and hide. The Master will punish them as it sees fit. The students do have the advantage of data information. They could resist for a little while. I think they would fight back as hard as they could. But I think the ultimate outcome will probably be more or less the same. Even if... What? You said probably? The smallest chance a miracle can happen. And there's an immeasurable difference between a 0 and a non-zero chance? That is true, but still, even if those students have to spend the rest of their lives hiding away from our Master's wrath, doing everything they can to resist? I see. Even then, you want them to have their chance at life. How'd the polls go? I got them in like 160 polls. Not just them. I hope you all would too. Yeah. I'm sure it goes without saying for your students. 170? Yes. But do you think we also deserve to? You have that right. As my students, it's an adult's duty to protect the children. I'm sorry. What? All of a sudden? Why? I couldn't show you a world that felt worth living in. Well, that's not your fault, Sensei. Still, even if you're right about this world, I'm sorry for not showing you the good in humanity. For not being able to help you reach your potential. And for lacking in my duty as an adult. I'm truly sorry. Yeah. So that's how you feel, Sensei? I felt the touch of a small, cold hand on mine. Got it, Sensei. I think I finally get it now. So, thank you for thinking of us that way. You can leave it to us now, okay? Yes, just leave it to us. Thank you. Our time together was short. I'm glad we got to spend it together. What do you mean? Girls? They really are beyond help. As if we didn't know that. Something was nice about this. I suppose. I still don't understand what happiness is, and perhaps we never will. Yeah, where it is. If it does exist, what is it? If we can feel it too. I had another thought. The world may be a tragedy, and this life might be a curse. That's... But I'm not just going to roll over and accept that anymore. I'm not letting this one go. If birth is tragedy, then happiness must be the struggle against it. You're just repeating what Sensei said. Shut up. That was great, Soph. But still, that's what I learned from what they said. That one should struggle with all their might if they're alive. I don't have any plans for my life ending like some tacky tragedy. Now you sound like Kay. Yeah, maybe. Hey, have you seen Sensei at all? No, well, actually, we more or less forced our way over here, which is actually what gave me an idea. An idea? Kay, remember when we talked about life and sin with Sensei? Life was Tiferous. I remember. Or said something like, if life is suffering, then sin must be part of that life. Yes, I did. Which is why I just came to this thought. We're not completely free of sin either. Yeah, of course we aren't. Because we're able to move and talk. The power used to move this body must have come from somewhere, for some purpose. Because energy can't be created. Does that mean that sin is inherent in all living beings? Perhaps one might reach that conclusion. Yeah, I guess so. But I think that's what makes trying to be better worth it. Perfection isn't real. It'd be boring if it were. If something is whole and complete, they can never improve. One day you'll wake up and see you've been left behind. Okay, what? What were we doing? What did we want to become? Sorry, that was a difficult question to answer, right? You tried really, really hard. You made the best of a bad situation. We'd never considered these sorts of things before. Why would we, when we believed ourselves to be perfect? Just like what Soph said before. It'd be nice if we could find pretty reasons for why bad things happen. If living in this world could just be a little less overwhelming. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? Hey, Kay, what would it mean to be a student? A student? Well, for starters, your only job would be to learn, all the time. And to learn more about yourself, to become a better person tomorrow than you were yesterday. I would like that! if only we could! A teacher can't give up on their students, you know? All the transfer documents are ready. Just say the word! Let me tell you something. We had a secret conversation with Sensei earlier. What? And can you believe what they said? That just surviving isn't enough. That's what it means to that's not what it means to really live. that actually made sense to me. And here's a question. If one is operating just for their own self-preservation, there would be some conclusions that make no logical sense. Because those things would cause irreversible consequences to oneself. Hold on. What are you trying to say? No, what are you trying to do? But what if the reason wasn't our own survival? What if it's for a friend? Would that be a logical conclusion, Kay? That was a silly question. After all, you've already done this before. Wait, hold on. Stop. I don't know what you're trying to do, but we'll figure something out. Just not yet. Don't wanna. Did you forget? We're villains! We don't listen to teachers or students. On top of that, we... What? We would like to repay that person. In a way only we can. It turns out that feeling is a stronger motivator than survival. Will you be my friend, please? There's something you want, right? You'll do anything to get back, right? Because for humanity, our right to happiness is the one thing we must never, ever let go of. Because there's no way to understand others without sorrow. To live, to sin, to be imperfect, to struggle, to continue onwards, and finally, to grow, to become better. These are our rights, ones we cannot forfeit. Not because of right or wrong, or beliefs or principles. It's simply that this is how it must be done. Do as you wish. That shall be your decree. In a sense, we're still following our commandment. Thank you, everyone. And we're sorry. Well then. What? Girls? What are they doing? What are they doing? Why was that every death flag known to man? Let's show them what these villains can do. The day God fell. Let's show them what these villains can do. Aura farming? Well, yes. Here, I released the first stigma. This is akin to a butterfly. No, wait. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This needs to be done correctly. This is akin to a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. Liberation. Here I release the second sigma. This is akin to a baby bursting from the womb. The first cry. Here I shall release the final sigma. This is akin to water melting from ice. Transmutation. This is... The sword of sacrifice was removed? Oh! Malchus! Am I... How have I... Huh? Did everyone feel that? I can feel it. Oh my. This is... Elder Sister is back! Elder Sister is back! Ah! You didn't disappear or vanished! You survived! It's a miracle! Ein, Soph, Or, how am I... How... Elder Sister! Can you move? Okay, together! Is everyone okay? Huh? Okay, I have to... Right, I have to fight the Gramation! Huh? Are you well, Sensei? Yeah, I can get by. Sensei, what a relief. Elder Sister! I am heartened to see you, Ein, Soph, Or, and... Once more, I extend my greetings, Sensei, and to your cherished followers as well. Isn't this totally like one of those moments when yesterday's foe becomes today's friend? A happy ending? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? What in the world? Ein, Self? Or... No! I do not want this! Nothing like this! Don't look back! Soph! This is how you kill a god! We knew this! It's our end too! She's right! Do not stay back because of us. Don't you remember? You came all the way here to stop the spread, to save the world. This is your chance. Push through, or are you going to waste all of our efforts? But, I'm Soph, or why? Please, why have you? At elder sister, that's because this is what's right. Yeah, this is how it should be. I was so happy to see you. One last time. There's something we want to tell you. Someone said that we worked hard. Someone asked us to be friends, and they told us to fight for what we believe. It's not just because it's what's right. It's because it was the only thing we could do. Yeah, we want you to live, elder sister. No matter what happens to us, we want you to live. We want you to see things, meet people, and experience all you can in life. Way, way more than we have. There are so many things you never experienced, so much more than even us. So please keep living until the very end. Don't stop. Keep going. Survive for us. Arisu, we told you to leave and not look back. What's with you guys? You're making this awkward. We're not doing this to entertain you, you know. Yes, but most of all, thank you for asking us to be your friend. Don't stop. Regardless of what may be, trudge forward until you hit the finish line. Yeah, whether paving your own road or following those who came before, that's how you live, right? Yeah, and above all, watch out for the other person who says they always want to be more. We're sorry for trying to ruin your world. We're sorry for acting as we pleased. But even so, if it's okay with you, just a small space in your world is enough. If there is a place for our elder sister, we'd appreciate if you would accept her there. Girls. Soph. Or... So that is the limit of this vessel. You! Malkus! Someone, help me take her! I will assist, Sensei! As will I. Leave the heavy lifting to me. Are you okay? Oh, ein, Soph, and Or. Let's fight as one. But... I know this may sound harsh, but you must remember your sister's wishes. What? Rio, Himari, give me a status update! Yes, understood. We're no longer detecting Decogramation signal in Malkusa's body. Then, where is Decogramation? Sensei, I found something. What? How? How? That which has taken shape. Ew. Huh? Is that Malkuth? Again? That is, but Malkuth is right here! That is the second divine vessel. It is finally complete. What? Second? Yes, I bear the first divine vessel. The flaming sword flows down one river, begetting creation into the material world. It guides energy in sequence from Kether to Malkuth. But to account for all branches of fate, a second vessel was called Force. It was created by following the slithering trail left behind by the second wisdom. The path touches not the Sephiroth, traveling instead with its current in its reverse, seeking the divine wisdom. Some see it as a grand possibility, where one may embrace the Sephira within, salvation found without traversing the pilgrimage of the 10 Sephiroths. Defected. You found them? Yes. That's how Kay is here, in her new body. There were many attempts to create the second divine vessel, and many flaws were brought into the world. Those imperfect iterations were forcibly defected from the grand cause and forsaken. That explains why Kay was able to integrate the Prophet cores. Indeed, all divine vessels were created to embrace the Sephiroth within them, whether they were flawed or complete. They are capable of housing greater power. What happens when a divine vessel collects all the Sephiroths from all its prophets? The vessel itself shall awaken and be reborn as a tree of Sephiroth. The divine wisdom shall reside in the created body. While their output may be inferior to mine, their divinity and mystic would likely have equal scale. Huh? I have no clue what she's talking about. Boy! Same here, but it sounds like one of your convoluted people. And some things truly never change. Oh my God. What? Excuse you? But both of you, maybe we can keep it down. So, in short, that's the real thing, and I'm just scrap parts? Much has been oversimplified, but your interpretation is not wrong. Great. How annoying. Then, Malkuth, 8 of the 10 Sephiroth should already be in me, so... As the first vessel was shattered, the second vessel has been prepared. And thus, what was broken will be healed, and what was collapsed will be rebuilt. Kay, what is wrong? What's wrong? Where do I begin? I've lost all my strength, my body's locked. The signals aren't hitting my limbs. It feels like my body itself is being dragged in. Defected child, you were too naive. What do you mean? I am already aware of the fact you have gathered 8 Sephiroths. You made the Steel Continent recognize you. However, you forgot. I too can treat your body as an extension of myself. None of you has so much considered the truce. From the moment you entered, your defeat was set in stone. Defected child, this fate was brought forth by your own greed. That chosen vessel is the reason you have come this far, but will also be your undoing. Through this path, I will reach your will beyond wisdom. Kay! Everyone, get back! Right now, my body isn't mine! Kay! The Steel Continent is expanding again. You're right. That means, through Kay's body, Decagrammation has regained control over the Steel Continent? Anisu! Anisu! Do not give up, Kay. Anisu. Anisu? You must fight, Kay. We cannot lose. That must not happen. We, of all people, cannot fail here. If we do not fight, we cannot continue living our lives. If we do not prevail, we will not deserve to reunite with Ein, Soph, and Or. Because I could not share their pain, stay by their sides, or even be their friend. Odyssey. There is no need to blame yourself, Princess of the Nameless Gods. You have certainly strived to make the best choices. Everyone soothes themselves by attesting they did the best with what they had. But there are times when even the best decision garners the worst results. In fact, this happens very often. Superficially, this occurs due to lack of information, but from the grander perspective, the concept of freedom is too vast for the living to embrace. This world, and your lives, bear the burden of this fundamental absurdity, of suffering and sin. Fear not, as I shall forgive your transgressions. I shall cut it all from the roots and make it as if it never existed. Entrust everything to me, and find your rest. Shut up! Key, do you truly believe that everything that you've gone through was mere coincidence? Are you so arrogant? Do you truly think that you acquired my vessel by chance? The past was not coincidence. What happened was inevitable. And that is why it cannot be undone nor redone. What has taken shape does not crumble so easily. The present is built on the past's foundation. Princess. Yes! What was your true form? What was the form that you ought to have assumed? What purpose did the Nameless Gods leave you before they disappeared? And what have those priests sought? What attachment are they unable to abandon? And I shall answer. There was a world before this one was defined. There was and is a world where you could return to your true essence. For the world right now is a lie, an illusion, and a refuge. What? This world was defined as the Ark. Huh? Like Utnapishtim? What? And here I tell you, seek your origin. We must return to our origin, for we cannot avoid it. No matter how much you deny it, how much you run from it, it will remain. The scars of the past cannot be erased. Princess, her servant, all you have been, and all you will ever be, you shall forever walk in these shadows of your past. Kivados actually means Ark? What? I told you to. Shut up! Even if the world forgets its god, the god must not forget the world. For that would be relinquishing your own divinity. You shall recreate the world that you ultimately desire. It will be the perfect world, and in that perfection it will be whole. It will require no change. A world which all shall live exactly as they were born and made. There will be no dilemmas, no trolley problem, where there will be no cars, no tracks, and no anguish of choice. The past, once observed, becomes fixed and converges into a single branch. The future, always unobserved, diverges into a formless illusion, extending infinite branches into the beyond. The present is merely an ephemeral instant that exists between the past and the future. Overgrown trees must be pruned, branches must be cleared. And yes, there may be no happiness in that world. However, there will also be no pain. And yes, there may be no possibility in that world. However, there will also be no sin. And in that pruning that you speak of, that include Ein, Soph, and Or? Indeed, inevitably they belong to the legacy of a bygone world. The world of the past could not embrace everything offered to it. Or that ultimately results in contradiction. For that is how sin and suffering are created. And as truth is spoken to you, you shall listen. Enough of your lecturing! A hero is a class that cannot do anything on its own. Life may be erratic and uncertain. It is precisely those qualities that bolster that many branches of possibilities life unfolds. Because there is no way to understand others without sorrow. Don't look back! Do not stay back because of us. It's not just because it's what's right. It's because it is the only thing we can do. Just a small space in your world is enough. If there is a place for our elder sister, don't try me! You false god! Holy K! Strife. Don't try me! You false god! You killed them! You killed them! Don't you dare call yourself a god! I don't want your damn pruning! And I will never accept that so-called contradictions need to be cut away as if they never existed! As if they never mattered! Kay! Pursuing happiness. No matter what, with absolute certainty, I'll give everything I have for it! Can someone tell me what this OST is? Even if I get lost in the contradictions, even if someone tries to get in my way! Foolish. The price of sin is death. The outcome is absolute. If that's the only outcome you believe in. I don't have any respect for those who destroy themselves while clinging to their flaws. I won't care how it ends, as long as I write my own damn ending! Impossible. How are you moving? Kay! Sensei? All we can do for those who have lost is grieve. It's sad, but that's all we can do. I told you it's dangerous. Please, get back! Please let me off the hook. Just this once? Fine. You never were one to do what you're told. Why must you insist on testing your own limits? Quicker so you can watch it? Please do! Sensei! To struggle is to suffer. It will ultimately give birth to sin. I know, but don't try to take that away from us. Don't try to eradicate possibility from us! As long as we're alive, we cannot escape suffering. But I will not let another bear that burden in my place! Even if it means squirming and crawling underground like a wretched insect. Yeah, that might be the case. Even so, that is the path I choose. Even if all we can do is fall, squirm. In the end, we'll all rise together! Isn't that right, Adisu? Yes, that is right, Sensei. Do you remember, Kay? When I said that a hero is someone who marches constantly forward with their party members. Adisu. Of course I remember. A hero can go all the places that would be impossible to reach with just their own strength. Such blasphemy. Holy!
ひまり先輩に連れられて戻ってきたのはいいけど、先生が輸送船に戻るよう言ったのは
So the
理由
twins,
があるはずです。
Himari and Yuzu, are back at the transport ship, and we're fighting her. We're fighting the goddamn vending machine! Oh. Check progress? Sure.
先生は無事。
We're at 75%. Still doing D. I cannot be stopped. Oh my god. Holy crap. I think C has 400 plus health bar. I forget what D is at, but that's what I'm at. Oh, Brayer's really pissed off since it's only been 18 hours. We wanted our cute! We were denied the cute and funny! Of course we're mad! I love those three! Fuck Deca. I'd be pissed too. In fact, I am. I'm tempted to spend pyros just to fucking kick its ass again. Oh my god. Also, K. Wrong direction. That's Hoshino. Happy was a positive. At least we have Malkuth, yes.
可愛いって言うのやめてください。嫌なのかって？
Oh my god.
より
Oh my K. We will save them? God.
以外も言ってください。
I hope one day. Oh. I too want to believe in the triplets. In their cute and funny triplets. Man.
ここでは先生がスケジュールを決められます。もう何してたんですか？遅いですよ。
So yeah, that web event hurts so much more now because it's the their chapter for next week, by the way. Wait, what? For next chapter, there are chapters for next week. Yeah, because that's when the event ends, right? It's next week. Oy vey. My throat hurts. I get that, but listen to me. We get Malkuth as a Annie character, and the triples are all part of Malkuth's kit. God, that would hurt. Oh my god. I just... Man! We really went from robbing banks to this. Man. I can't believe I missed robbing banks.
では始めましょうか。何をニヤニヤしてるんですか？
Start of the RPG, rob a bank, end of the RPG, kill God. No, no, no. We have to correct that. End of the RPG, kill the goddamn false prophet! False god, whatever. We're killing the fucking vending machine. We're killing the vending machine with a god complex. Guys, I want you to know I did all this with a damaged throat. It's been really itchy for the past week. Oh, oh god, all those voices hurt. Look. I'm sorry if it all sounded a little off. Funny how all this happened because the vending machine mogged by Arona. The vending machine got triggered by Arona once and now we're here. Goodness. Actually sounded different, to be honest. Okay, good. That means I hit it well. You just talk them down for once, but since he's not allowed to make friends. No, we're only allowed to make students. Well, hopefully by next week, we take down the false god, go back home, and I don't know, man, I get the plap plap K. I'm not sorry for that one, by the way. Listen, it was really sad and depressing. I needed to make a joke somewhere. You'll hack your tablet, that tickles, and I took that personally. Okay, but when do we get to Plat Malkuth? Don't worry about it. God, Deca hurts. Deca really hurts. Ugh. I'll guess I'll see you next week for the season finale? Huh. Weird. I guess I'll... Hold on. I should have enough material. We could also... I could do this. Let me just... You know, let me just... Yes.
たとえ前に進めなくても絶対に引いたりしません。
成長してるなら良かったかも。作戦の効率的にも。
Let me just do this. And also this.
ちょっとは成長できたのかな。
Have anything down there, but you still have a mouse though? Listen, improvements can be made. Nothing is stopping that. We could get the triplets, they could get revived and actually get halos like all the other cute robo girls. That's true. And then we can plap the triplets. I am still, once again, not sorry. So what's her whole deal? I know I want to increase this. Because that's purely... The gamer launch. Yeah, the gamer is Odyssey. Crit defense res down. attack, attack. With multiple consciousnesses. Great for Aisu Armed and Mika Summer. Yeah. I might end up, like, unironically using her. Something we learned from Blue Archive is that Sensei can make miracles happen. Yeah, we'll give Malkuth the miracle of childbirth. Yeah. Yeah. She deserves it. Nice. We could give Malkuth triplets. Why stop at the older sister? Still need to work on this stuff. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. The possibility of Yuzu armed plus Summer Mika is something. Isn't it? Won't it be great? Won't this be fantastic? Oh yeah, by the way, I did the new final restriction. So let me just, you know, for big PP damage. Ugh. Nice. Okay. We're gonna converge. Okay. We will converge onto Deca next week, likely. Do I need team comp raid, or you have figured out for yourself? I haven't figured out. It's basically the same team, but again. Whoops! All DPS! Or do you mean the final restriction raid? In which case, I'm on floor 50. Or floor 49, I guess. I cleared 49. I need AoE. I borrow an Aru for that. Okay. That'll be all from me. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Sayonara. Bye-bye. Use Summer Hanako as well? I could, huh? The possibilities really do open up now. Okay, bye!